Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big shout out, of course, to our principal. Let's appreciate him. We can do better than that, I believe, so thank you so much. And of course, let's also appreciate the special gentleman, of course, who's making sure that we're not burning another scorching sun. Let's appreciate him as well, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, to the two of the best that are coming MCs of the event tonight, this morning, let's also appreciate them as well. I want to, of course, all protocols observed. I want to just, first of all, appreciate and celebrate, of course, the administration of Marist University College. Of course, from the top to what became a coffee water. Let's just put our hands to them as well. Thank you so much. And of course, to our friends, our families that have also just taken time from their busy schedule, just come and celebrate with us this beautiful cultural day. Let's just appreciate ourselves as well. And of course, for being alive, we can do better than that. For just being alive. What am I talking about? Yes. And also all the countries that have been represented here, my goodness. Tanzania, Tanzania, next time we need your flag over here. I was looking forward to seeing you guys. Tanzania mpo kwenye nyumba? Kama that next time tukikuwa na bendera yetu ili tuone mkija pale mbele. Twende kwa celebrating kidogo, si ndio? Beautiful. I also want to appreciate I definitely knew that the stage was gonna be too small for the Nigerians. Yes, all jokes intended, Nigeria, I really have a special love and appreciation for Nigeria because for the past I was just waiting for my flight to settle down because I just flew in a little bit ago. Thank you so much. I was saying this, I have a special love for Nigeria because for the past 13 years of my career, Kenyans and the rest of a little bit of Africa have lived thinking and believing that Dr.Ofweneke is a Nigerian. And it's unfortunate that I've just been lying to you for 13 years. I've lied to you in every way because bills must be paid, especially in a country like Kenya. But Nigeria has always had a very close place in my heart. Thank you so much for that. Uganda, let's appreciate Uganda. Yeah, Uganda, we are watching you guys. Uganda, you and your president's son, we are watching you. And we are warning you that at dawn we shall attack. We understand that you're our brothers, but we are watching you. Whatever you are doing over Twitter and claiming as a real player. But of course, Uganda is always amazing. I mean, it's always a country I'm always ready. Whenever they call me for comedy shows, I'm always so excited to be there. Let's appreciate Rwanda. What are the Rwanda people? I don't like Rwanda for one reason, because every time I leave for Kigali, I always leave feeling like my marriage is under threat. I don't like. I have very good friends of mine, Atan Kosi, Sekalai. I've done a few events at the Marriott, and I don't like, and I knew it. I can say this: when Rwanda came on stage, I did not look at the stage at all. I'm trying to focus on my marriage, especially this generation. Marriage is very hard to maintain, so I knew any small attempt to focus on the stage. And, so Rwanda, in fact, the other lady behind there, I didn't look at her at all. In fact, I didn't know her. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, of course. Then, please, you said you don't know Togo. You need to know Togo. Togo has never failed to make it to the World Cup ever. So thank you so much to the Togolese. Let's appreciate them as well, ladies and gentlemen. How many are they here? Togo, where are they? We are 10. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. I expected them to be 3. You are 5. I don't know what is happening in Togo and Kenya. I don't know why we are not so many here. Which other country? Ghana?
Cameroon.
I'm coming to Cameroon. Ghana. Yeah, you saw the gentleman who was here from Ghana, isn't it? Where is he? That man looked like, I think there's no security anymore in Ghana because the one in security came all the way here. cannot believe there's somebody's lady, somebody's daughter who has offered himself as a wife to that man. That boy is stupid. That man should marry 3 wives. At least he can have that man. Can you see his leg? I can enter and come out of his leg at once. He's not a human being. Now I understand why the slave trade happened at the Gold Coast, because they had to pick the strong ones. Cameroon, let's appreciate Cameroon, ladies and gentlemen. Cameroon in the house. As I said, it's on Cameroon. Football is all we appreciate you for. Thank you so much for always representing the country. Our small brothers and sisters, Southern Sudan. Let's appreciate them as well. Thank you so much. You guys are amazing. We just need to sit down and agree about the flag, but you guys are amazing. I just feel like Southern Sudan was a little bit lazy in terms of coming up with a new flag. So they looked at Somalia and they looked at Kenya. They're like, perfect. We have a flag. And we love you as a responsible. We should have come to Congo. Here I see Congo. They are here. D'accord, très bien. Don't pick them up, let's clap for them. Beautiful. Yeah, I have weird issues with the Congo. I once dated a Congolese guy. And I had to make sure I learn a little bit of Lingala because they always used to gossip me. The problem is that Congolese, you're not good gossipers. When you gossip, you use gestures, so I can still understand what you're saying. So all I could see, they were telling my girlfriend was... And I knew that. Wait. But you can hear me, isn't it? No. Otherwise, in all unity, let's appreciate the beautiful culture that we are of African people. That is the main reason why we're here. Well, that's the main, and I really want to say this. Simply because Uganda, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Rwanda, and Burundi, and South Sudan, and probably Ethiopia, simply because they are closer to us in terms of the borderline, does not mean that the rest are not our brothers and sisters. They are, all right? Yes. And I think Kenya, you should give yourself a kudos because Kenya, you've provided the most conducive environment to welcome all the other African countries and make them feel. Isn't it? Yeah. I mean, look at Nigeria. Nigeria is almost fighting for independence inside Kenya. People are trying to get their own country, but inside
you want to defend yourself.
Some will still become a protectorate of Nigerian people to appreciate. But also, apart from that, I think my major role here today, first of all, is about culture. Is about understanding yourself, and I think culture is not just about understanding the country you belong to, but it's also understanding about you as a person, and understanding that what is really your culture yourself. Every person has gone through that transition, and it's beautiful how most of the time in African houses, what you really decided to be in the beginning is not what you really end up being later on in life. Trust me, I know a million of you. Once at some point you had a dream of becoming a pilot. Let me see your hand up if you want to become a pilot. Wow, what are we doing now? You're a judge. I don't want to become doctors, literally medical doctors. Let me see your hands up. There we are. Somebody, thank you very much. Quickly. And you need to be very careful with me with time, huh? Yeah, I can literally MC this whole event. Let me come down here. I know some of us wanted to be I went through various phases of career change in my head. At first I wanted to be a military. My father was like, no, I'm not gonna bury my firstborn anytime soon. So military is out of the question unless I was joining the Salvation Army. After that, the next one that came, I wanted to become a doctor. Yes, I wanted to become a doctor at some point. I hate blood, so the only blood I converse with is the blood of Jesus, and then blood. So I put that aside. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I wanted to become a lawyer, and I actually went to school, and that is what I have done professionally. Oh, you guys are shocked.
Yeah.
You guys just think comedians are just having water inside their head. God is watching you. You will not go far. Thank you very much for just thinking we are just there. The funniest thing, the last Mr. Principal, the last courtroom I entered was actually our moot court. Moot court, of course, is where you do your practicals for those who have done legal. The only place I've had to defend myself always is when I go wrong in my marriage. That's the only time I come very strong. Objection! I love you! And that's been it. But I think for me, the reason why there was all that change was I needed to understand myself. Because culture starts with you. Alright? So before you understand the culture that has brought you up, your culture of your surrounding, the most important question is, do you actually understand yourself? What is your culture, yourself? What are you actually known for? Alright? And it's a very important question that we ignore. And that's what psychologists have also, sociologists have told us about the phases about self-actualization, self-realization, coming to know yourself and understanding who do I want to be? Who am I? Because who you are will actually determine where probably your life will take at some point. I tell guys, I am at a phase in life whereby I don't need new friends. I just want to maintain the one I have. That is now self-actualization. When you actually realize that nobody else has authority to speak negatively over your life apart from yourself. I'm at a point where by 13 years down the line as a top comedian in East Africa and having done shows in Europe, in the US and everywhere, I'm at a point whereby you cannot come and tell me that I'm not funny. That is your problem, not my problem. And I will walk away. I'm at a point whereby I am not scared of you saying Dr. Ofweneke is full of pride. You are the one who has low self-esteem. Yes. Are we together? Yes. Because I have formulated a culture of myself and understanding who I am. Alright? This is why we're having issues about suicidal thoughts and guys getting into depression, because we have allowed people who are flesh and blood like you to have a power with their words over your destiny. When in real sense they are projecting their fears of achieving their goals on you. So you walk around, oh my goodness. I remember there's a time, Mr. Principal, there's a time I used to have low self-esteem issues. Because one, I thought I was very skinny. Number two, I thought I had the worst dental formula. And number three, coming from the western part of Kenya, I thought I definitely had a humongous nose. And many times, you never smiling. I'll never smile anyhow with anybody because I thought if I smile with you, you're gonna be laughing at my dental formula. Sure. Then one girl just raised it up at class and told me, "Oh my God, your lips are so big." I was like, "Oh my God." So these guys messed me up. Then at that time, I also checking my background because I was born in Botella. Botella is one of those ghetto places, of course, on Jogoro. Then moved to Huruma, then Dandora. Then life became hard. We went to the village, and all these things traumatized in messing me up. Then coming to find out that actually my mom left me when I was only 1 week old after my birth. Even made it worse. Many of you are not achieving your goal now because the skeletons at the ghost of your past are still whispering in your ears every single day. And every time you try to create a new culture of yourself, it ain't happening because your past has become stronger than your present. Until one girl, and I thank God for her, Form 1, Natasha Lakana, never forget her name, an Asian lady, came and told me, "Oh my goodness, you have the best smile." She messed me. This is I smile like a fool, and you cannot even tell me. Another one came and told me, "Oh my God, I think you're the best kisser. Your lips." And something happened in Form 2. I started growing in size. Then I realized, as much as it did something right, but I realized it took another human being to actually tell me how good enough of a person I am. Now that is the most dangerous thing ever. Formulate your own culture. Build your own culture. Know what you're known for. The ones who are around tell you, you have to be very careful with Dr. Ofweneke. Because they will tell you, not even Ofweneke, now Sunday, which is now my real name. Be careful with Sunday because I tell people I'm not an Uber. I don't carry people around in my hand. You do me wrong, I put you on that destination immediately. You do me wrong, I'll tell you here. I didn't like what you said, and I was not impressed by it. Because I'm not going to walk around carrying you and making me a prayer item. Every time I'm doing the 21 days of fasting, Father, I bind, I take over their destiny, I cook it, I chew. I don't have time for that, yo. I have time to pray for my children and my wife and my success and my future. Are you kidding me, guys? I really want to fasten this up because we don't have so much time, and of course the sun is too much up high. But I want you guys to get something. That I was watching this as well from Nigeria. One of my favorite pastors, Pastor House of the Rock, Pastor Paula the Pharisee, and he was preaching and saying that that success, calling, anointing is the most painful thing because of the transformation. And some of you have been running away from the transformation of building your culture. I had to lose friends. I had to lose a marriage at some point for me to know who I am. All right? Now in my second marriage, I'm standing strong. And I told my wife, no matter what happens, we are staying in this marriage together. We're not leaving. The first one with my pride, I told that woman, if I stay in this house today, where are we? Where are we? So me, I took my clothes, put them in the back of my boot, and I left. And at times I tell myself, as much as I'm not in love with my ex-wife, but I'm telling maybe if I was a little bit relaxed, maybe it would have worked out. But at times you have to go through something to learn something. All right? Your culture. Now I look around and realize I'm not a small boy anymore. My first born is 13 years, my second born is 8 years, my third born is 3 years. And I'm a father to girls. I believe I have to behave the best way possible as a man. Wow. Because I'm the first boyfriend to my girls, isn't it? Yes. Though the other day they misbehaved. The other day they put me on a lecture. They told me, Dad, we think, because now I have my 2 girls with my ex-wife and now my 1 baby, my 3rd one with my current wife. So they told me, Dad, you know, we've been watching you and we think, because you have us 2 with our mom, and then my current wife is called Christine. So we think that you and Mom Christine should now go have another baby. We are now equal. You ask yourself in an African house, since when did you ever suggest to your parents? Even the thought of thinking your parents can actually engage in a sexual behavior is a curse on its own. But as I finish up, this generation, and I really want to speak to you guys because I'm in between that gap. I can see they're my seniors and they're the ones who are younger than me. I want to tell you something. You're in the most weirdest generation ever. And number one thing, as I finish up, number one, you are building a generation that has no relationship with God. It's the most riskiest generation one should ever be in. No relationship with God is the worst thing you can ever do. We're living in a generation whereby you have a lot of social media platforms that are making you feel like we're building a generation whereby you not recognizing God and His position, you are open-minded. You are woke. There's this one new one is called woke. Hey, that guy is deep. But you know, I don't believe in God. I believe in the solar eclipse, the energy, because I'm a Capricorn. So Capricorns between October 21st, we connect and we argue a lot. You know, me, I'm a Cancer. Hey. And guys are like, wow, this guy is so connected. With his spiritual, whatever. There's something they call out there these days. Fine, you believe in the solar energy and you don't believe in a God. But who created the solar energy? So why are you recognizing the creator and appreciating the creation? Are you getting me? So one, God is in everything about culture. God himself had a culture. And the Bible tells us from the Genesis until Revelation, God himself had a culture. That's what the Bible says. And his ways are not the ways of? Ways is culture. Meaning God has a culture of how he does things. Number two, it's okay to consume information. But ask yourself, not every information is for you to consume. Ask yourself, does it not benefit me? Are we together? Yes. Number three, it's okay to be in cliques. It's okay to have friends. It's okay to be in WhatsApp groups. But you have to also remember where you're coming from. Some of you have been specifically chosen by God to break some certain family curses in your family. Some of you know very well, you are the first one to arrive in a university class in your generation. The sooner you recognize that, the better. It now paves the way for the future for you. But you want to come to Kenya, you know very well that things in Uganda are not well. Things in Nigeria are not well. I'm just using, I'm not saying specifically. You know very well where you're coming from. You are the only hope that your generation has. 3 generations. About you when you come here, people in town. When you enter cloud, they must know you have entered. Hennessy must be poured on the ground first for the gods. Then we start on the second Hennessy. Wow. The day I realized that all these things are vanity. The day I realized that all these, do you know the most expensive? They discovered the most expensive alcohol I saw the other day is 400,000 something, 400,000 something. Me, if I drink that, I drink that. I swear, God help me for whatever I say. I swear, I'm not even going to the washroom. I will urinate on myself. 400,000. I'd rather block it. The joint is coming out. 400,000. On my bed, I urinate and sleep there. It's not I drink it again. This one, 400,000, it must stay in my system. Because understanding where I'm coming from and understanding that every single journey and step of my success has been nothing less than God. Me, I didn't know get here. Dr.Ofweneke, now me, I'm a guest of honor. I'm speaking to lecturers. But where's my ex-girlfriend? You should see how powerful I am now. Top lecturers are sitting, watching me and listening to me as if I'm making sense. As I finish, guys, create your own culture as a person. If there's anything I've said that is useless today, remember that statement. Create your own in your clique. Let you be known for something. In that WhatsApp group, can they know you for something? Not the person who only sends memes and sends gifts. Let them know you for something in that WhatsApp. Ask yourself, actually, let me rephrase it. What does that people in that WhatsApp group know you for? Me guys know. Ofweneke yata kupasha. Kupasha meaning Ofweneke will scold you. You say nonsense in the group, I will talk. Whether I tell you inside the group or I search out, that was nonsense. Even my wife, she doesn't like it when we argue because most of the time arguments we've had is not because there was not truth in what I said. It's because I don't know how to put cream on the truth. You have messed up. You have messed up. I don't even get called to family meetings most of the time because they know me. I know you're my uncle, but you did it. What you said was nonsense. Let them know you for something. All right? Let you be known to be principled. Ladies, let you be known for something. These small boys, you're stressing yourself out because a girl is telling you, send me 10,000. Why are you trying to be a father to somebody who already has a father? So you're in the same class. She wants 10,000 to go where? Which is the nearest club here, Rongai, I don't know, legend. You want to go there. You want to go loft. There's loft. I'm going to mention it because the times I go there, I don't want to sit here and study as if I'm special. I'm not special. I love music. 10,000. You know very well that 10,000 you have your hostel to pay. If a girl is not ready to, and let me tell you, and ladies who are here, I'm saying this with respect. A woman has a special instinct to know a person who has a future or not. That's why some women will stay. You're wondering, why is she staying with that poor? Why is she there? Look at the Rachel Ruto. People ask us, why is she there with this person carrying Bible every time? Right now, she's running the church, the first lady of the powerful economy in East Africa. Am I saying something? You are, yeah. Yes. So men, don't be in a hurry. Women are there, they're beautiful. I told my ex-wife was the most beautiful thing to ever see walking on this earth. She still is. But even my current wife right now, thank God. When I see her walking around us, I'm like, excellent, these women, the ladies will be there. And you ladies, because, and now this one I'll put our lecturers on the spot, and our teachers and this generation of our seniors. We have taught the girl child how to say no, but we've not taught the boy child how to accept a no. And I will tell you boys, nothing will kill you when that girl says no. It will not kill you. There's no funeral you've attended that have said, this dead man died after being told no. That don't happen. A man is a fighter, you fight. Every single day you wake up, you do what? You fight. And then at times fight comes with scars and it comes with self-doubt at times and it comes with rejection. But the more you're rejected, the more you should accept and move on. Because that was not yours. This thing was, oh my God, you know, my doctor. She's not talking to me, but I said, blue ticks. Me, I'm at the point where right now, if I was to approach a girl, if you say no, it's your loss, not mine. Are we together? Who said she was yours? Now you're going to commit it now. 2 days, 24 hours ago, there's a person who has committed suicide in Medemaron. I am laughing. I'm wondering why. Because of what? Relationship. That was not your destiny. You also need to ask yourself when you're talking to God, is this your own? Some of you are forcing destinies that are not yours. You just want to be there. You've not. The day I knew I've healed from my divorce is the day God gave me a revelation and told me, son, the reason why that my day was because that was not the plan. And number two, she has served her purpose in your life. At times, the people that have to go for you to access your next breakthrough. Before Abraham was blessed by God, what did he tell him? Lot has to do what? And the Bible says, and after Lot and Abraham separated, and God spoke. At times he'll only speak after those people are gone. That best friend of yours was not meant for your future. At times you're holding on into toxic friendship and relationship or when they're supposed to have gone. Because they're only there to remind you how far you've come and what you went through. Get one who can remind you of the future and what you're going to experience in the future. You just want to, hey, remember where we've come from. Remember when we used to walk on foot. I love you. You're my bestie for life. Hey. Bestie for struggling for life. I'm just saying things out of my own inspiration. Whatever I've said is wise and to my seniors. If there's anything I've said that does not make sense, forgive me. I'm speaking because of my experience at my age. Maybe you have higher wisdom than me. Not maybe you have. I'm speaking at what I've achieved in 32 years. Alright? I didn't believe I would ever get here in life. Never. Never. But see what God is doing for me. Now I'm at the phase of transition. The next 5 years I may not be Dr.Ofweneke with the microphone. I might be someone making laws and making sure that the youth of this country are safe. Transition. Because I have understood my culture as a person. I've understood the element that is in me as a person and as a man. And boy child, as I finish, all the men, are you here? Boy child, are you here? We are not losing you. We're not losing you. We're not losing you. Are we together? The ladies have gone way ahead, truth be told. They have gone. And some of us are the fault. Me, I can tell you my daughters are very strong and I'm proud of them. They're 3 very strong ladies and I know that. But we're not losing the boy child. We're not losing you on this race. We must achieve and get to the finish line together. We must make sure that the boy child today understand what he was made supposed to be. A strong man. Physically, emotionally, a strong man. Psychologically, a strong man. Men who are able to stand and fight for what they believe in. And we're not letting you go. Are we together? Boys, are we here? Boys, are we here? We are not committing suicide because of useless things. Not even relationship alone. Because of money. Money will come at the right time. And let me tell you something. Money is spiritual. It's a spiritual mystery. Money only comes where there's peace. Where there's no peace, money stays away. So the more you're disgruntled and you're having a heavy heart, money will just be playing around your house. Hey, the day you say, now money will come in cat walking. It's a mystery about money. So get to understand that we're not losing you. Not losing you. We are going with you till the end. And God has chosen some of us to make sure that we push that agenda. We must work together. This thing of marriages are not working. Those who work for marriage. It must work. This new narrative on social media. Hey, marriage is a scam. Hey. You scam yourself. Are we together? We are succeeding. We're not using this generation to addictions and everything. We are fighting this war till the end. Both male and female, both girl child and boy child. Alright? Yes. Are we together? Yes. Are we together? Yes. My seniors, I hope I've said something. If there's anything wrong I said, I ask forgiveness. I hope I've talked. Is it? Lakini mama, si nimesema kitu? Ndio. Kama nimekosea simtanisamea. Sababu mimi naongea katika experience ya umri wangu, si ndio? Kwa kile ambacho nimeona katika miaka 32, hapo ndo nimeongelea. Hapo ndo hekima yangu imefika. Hekima yangu imefika hapo, si ndio? But we are not losing you. Please know your culture. Number 2, enjoy your scars. Number 3, we are walking this road together till the end. Madam mnanisikia? Ladies mnanisikia? Msialawa ama boy kwa safari depression na mko hapo. Sawa? We don't have to be friends in a relationship. Tuma text mbeni aje jemo uko poa. God aku bless. At times just want that SMS that human being needed before they start committing suicide. And at times you can be such a failure in life and you think you're failing, but you're not failing because God has not finished with you. Me, I tried committing suicide 3 times. Imagine failing to be alive. That you even failed to die. You know how bad that is? Like, as in you fail even to die. You're asking God, how is it that you don't want me? 3 times. I'm trying to come, but you're turning the flight back down. I didn't know. For this minute that I'm here now is why more than 20 years ago I failed. Because then I would not be here today to be speaking to you. Alright? And you're making sure we're raising that generation of strong men who were impacted and inspired to make sure that this gurudumu in Nabaka Mush. So, thank you so much, guys. I hope I really said something, alright? God bless you. Thank you so much.